Hi, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna once again look at the best decks for rank rider. So let's look at them. Fizz Samira is stronger than it ever was. And that's not overextension. I played this deck today on stream and they did so well. This deck is so stupid. This deck is pushing so much. The strategy cannot change because you go more in phase set. You're playing a lot of more roundups, as well as you're playing full set of monkeys, not only powder pandemonium, but also monkey business. And they are now like, pink your NMNXs to zero. And it's working so well. And this deck is so powerful when I played it. I'm still kind of cooking with the version. I'm ended on this one, but it's definitely can see some optimization eventually. But this deck was feeling so powerful. And not only for ladder, but even for tournaments, I think this deck is so good. Look for some pink into like one drops early. Of course, Summer is also very good early. And to, the powder pandemonium end game. I think it's pretty straightforward to play. It's much easier than it used to be with barber fishes and shellies. But yeah, they are not that good anymore. And this strategy is just working much better. I like still like one Inferno because sometimes I was like running out of value and was like really hoping to get some powder pandemonium. So like that's something that I stayed on and I think can do decently for you. But otherwise, play this deck. It's gonna revert you a lot. I told you last week, and not many people believed me. But here we are. Ekko Jinx is my opinion the second best deck for climbing after Samira Face. Just because how powerful it is, how often you just hire the rally thing, and how often you just get free LP. Strategies can be easy, just predict into Ekko, hopefully flipped on 4 into Voice of the Reason. If it's not Anna, hopefully you're gonna get rally, or you're gonna get Jinx finish. As well as Jinx is very good in some other matchups. I like this version. I was thinking about other versions, but I like this one. I don't think Secret Keeper neither like Xenotypes are worth it. So if I would choose, I would definitely choose this one. But the deck is kind of hard to play, to be honest. You need to be thinking about a lot of things. But if you learn it, it's gonna revert you a lot. Third deck is a deck that I would definitely recommend only for ladder. I don't think it's that good tournament deck, but here we are. Jinx Samira is, in my opinion, amazing deck for climbing, especially people like Nick just shows us how well you can do well with it. As well, like the deck is not that hard to play. So, if you like this, Draven Jinx gameplay in the past, this one is definitely gonna do the similar thing. Get a wild bird, get this card on your vision, and just kill your opponent with like Jinx or exact augmented experimentator. This deck is very good, but as said, I wouldn't consider for tournaments, but if it's your comfort, even for tournaments, it can be decent. Last deck, and I get it. It's my chart Tristana Bilge again. I mentioned it last week. I mentioned it like 2 weeks ago when I was picking up the deck, and I do still believe it's the best Tristana deck. This deck is still gonna do very well for you, even though it get kind of worse because the meta isn't that good for it, but it's still gonna do amazingly. And if you learn it, if you learn exactly how to play, it's gonna revert you a lot. I said I made a deck guide on it, so if you want to learn more about it, then you can check it out. So that's decks for this week. Did I miss something? If not, you can check the deck codes of these decks in the comments. As well, give me your feedback and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And see ya next week with another meta report. See ya!